a Redemptor Dread with a Plasma Incinerator and Onslaught Gatling Cannon. I have a Repulsor tank with lots and lots of Fragstorm launchers and Las Cannons. It's carrying Aggressors, a Gravis Captain, and an Ancient, the Librarian Dread. Got an Assault Squad with Melta-Guns, second Assault Squad with Melta-Guns, Hellblasters, and a Sakaran Venator.
And
those guys are all the guys who are inside my Repulsor tank.
All right, cool. And I mean, you guys know what I'm bringing, but I'm bringing 2 Ball Predators. I'm bringing a Vindicator, 2 Rhinos, one with a flame. Actually, the Flamer's over there. One with a Melta-Gun, and then I have a regular 10-man tactical squad with a missile launcher in there. Death Company Dreadnought in reserves is a bunch of Death Company, 30 Death Company with Lamarties that are gonna jump down. And he did see his first turn, so turn 1 to you.
Yep, so Repulsor Tank took out his Death Company Dread in a handful of shots. Basically everything here, as well as my Redemptor Dread, took a bunch of wounds off of the Ball Predator.
It's down to 1.
Down to 1. Those guys managed to whip everything, and my Sakaran managed to get a bunch of hits and wounds, but do a total of 4 damage.
Yeah. All right, so, and that's going to be the end of Blood Angels turn 1. Now we're going to move on to Blood Angels turn 1. So I fired the Vindicator and knocked out one of his, what are they called?
Aggressors.
One of his aggressors. This Ball Predator tried to move up, but I fired, I don't think it just didn't hit anything.
Just didn't do anything.
It just didn't do anything. These guys put in all their bolter shots into the captain and took 2 wounds off of him. The missile launcher fired at the Repulsor tank, but he saved it on a 6 because he's lucky as all hell. Okay, so then this Ball Predator and then my Rhinos moved up and they all dumped out all their Marines and then killed the assault squad that was there. And that's all that happened that time. So now we're going to move on to Blood Angels turn 2. Yeah. Okay guys, so quick break in between the turns. This is all D6 hits against the Predator tank. Can you point out who did that?
So that's
just to be clear.
5 D6 shots out of the Fragstorm grenade launchers on the Repulsor tank into that tactical squad over there. And I rolled just 28 shots.
Just yeah. That's wonderful. All right. Sorry, had to cut in for that.
Put a bit of firepower into that tactical squad, knocked out 2 Marines with some spectacularly poor rolling, and my aggressors took the last wound off of the 1 wound Ball Predator, followed by my...
oh right, you fired into the Marines. Yeah.
My Repulsor tank put a ton of shots into Marines and didn't really kill all that many. Yeah, and the las cannons took a couple of wounds off of the other Ball Predator, which was subsequently charged and destroyed by the Furioso, or the Librarian Dreadnought. And my Sakaran popped most of the wounds off of the Vindicator. I think my Hellblasters did a little bit of damage to someone.
I think they contributed to the Vindicator.
No, it would have been
Predator. Yeah. But I did get a couple wounds off of the Librarian. Yep. That's all. And these guys are locked in the assault. They're not falling back.
Right.
So now we're going to go on to Blood Angels, turn 2. Again. Alright guys, so I dropped in from a movement phase. I deployed all my Death Company. They came onto the table. But it turns out charging is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to need to rethink my strategy later. Fortunately, his Overwatch didn't do anything to my guys, so it's not the end of the world. These Marines shot, and we took some wounds down off of them. I don't know, what was it? I got 2 wounds off.
He's got 11 left.
He's got 11 left. All these Marines died, but I expected that. That was fine. This Rhino moved in front of this building to block line of sight to my Vindicator from that. Pretty much so you can't use that to attack it. And the Vindicator fired at the Repulsor tank, but it survived. You know, it didn't do anything. Missile launchers fired into that. I think that's about it. Oh, right, the Rhino attacked also. It's garbage, but it did stuff.
It killed a guy.
Right, it killed someone. All right, so that's gonna be. Now we're moving on to Blood Angels turn 3.
So between the Redemptor Dread, the aggressors, and the Repulsor tank, I killed a dozen of the Death Company.
15.
Well, I killed a dozen of them, and then morale took out the last 3. Charged in with him, put 2 wounds onto Lamarty's. Didn't quite finish him off thanks to a good use of a command point. My Librarian Dread wandered in and blenderized a Rhino. And the Venator took out the
Vindicator.
remaining Vindicators. My Marines remained locked in a fruitless assault against a Rhino.
Oh, and those guys also helped in killing the Death Company.
Yes.
Yes. I don't want to forget anything. And now Blood Angels turn 3. Okay, so on my turn, I shot these guys into him, didn't do anything. We're actually, where did he took a wound? This one did the wound.
Yeah.
So the wound came, okay, so this squad took 1 wound off of him. Right, the missile launcher fired into him and did nothing, it was useless. And then all these bolters continued their fire against those guys, but still nothing seems to be working. The Rhino's still here, that's my most joyous moment. They're still stuck there, they're gonna fall back, but yeah. Oh, and I did lose the Librarian in the assault, but we did bring him down to 4 wounds, so not too bad. These Death Company charged in and tied up the tank, so it can't shoot anymore, and they can't be shot at by those guys or anything, so that's another reason I charged them in the tank. They lost 1 guy, took it down to 6 wounds, and I'm not sure what he's going to do now with that, because, you know. So anyway, we're going on a Blood Angels turn 4. Yeah, here, let me. Turn 4. Go.
So the Redemptor Dread and the Repulsor Tank shot the Tactical Marines, killed 5 of them.
Yep.
The Librarian charged a 5-man tactical squad unit and blundered them. The Sakaran fell back away from the Death Company, at which point the Hellblasters and Aggressors shot them to death. And the Assault Squad melted the Rhino to death.
All right. And after morale phase, I have these 3 guys. So that's fine. These 3 guys always tend to, for some reason, be the last guys in all my games, so I should give them a medal or something. All right, so I guess this is going to be my turn 4. Yep. All right. All right, so I took this missile launcher and then the combined fire of them to deal 1 damage to that guy. That's the whole turn. He's going to presumably fire everything into these 3 guys on his turn 5. If they're still there, I don't know. It's a pretty close game, I'd say. All right.